Wow, I'm really special. I'm actually really special. Oh, I'm really
Speaking
special.
of your time at Apple, Julie, just to bring things back.
No. Let's talk about how special I am.
Julie is so special.
Wow.
Did you guys get that? Do you want to say it again to your close-up?
I'm really special.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Is this seat taken?
It definitely is not.
Oh, I didn't expect you to say that, you know. Because the way you've been moving since you arrived, the way Julie has been moving.
I contemplated different things, but I thought it'd be nice to start.
You look lovely.
Thank you, so do you.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous. Why did you ask me to be here?
Because I want to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Very interested in your mind, the things going on inside.
Okay.
And I was like, I wonder, does Julie know Nigerian women love her? Do you know this?
Yes, I do.
Nigerian women love you a lot.
I love Nigerian women.
Yes, so you're very loved.
Do you love me?
I'm still deciding.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I'm still deciding. But like I said, I'm interested in your brain.
Okay,
So at
fine.
least, you know, I love you for more than, I love you for your,
Okay. But you're still
understand?
working out about everything else?
yes, everything else.
Okay.
You know, I've just met you.
Look, I'm nervous. I'm shaking.
You're not living. That's just, what kind of fake shake was that?
I'm proper shaking. I'm really nervous. Should we start with a cheers or something? Just to break the ice?
Fair enough. Let's do that.
Okay.
Cheers to Nigerian women.
To Nigerian women.
You said you have to look in the eyes and drink.
I was looking at you the whole time. You was the one that was playing up to the camera.
Am I going to survive this episode? All right, Julie. Let's start with your childhood.
Oh, wow.
Right,
That's a long time ago.
Let's talk specifically about the plays you were putting together with your siblings. There was a specific play Julie and her brother Junior, aka Skepta, were doing where they would dress up to go for job interviews.
Yep.
Julie would get the job interview then Skepta would kill you.
Yep.
Why? Why? I'm just like, who was writing the scripts? Was it improv? I just need to know what was going on in the Adenuga household.
Okay, can I just say,
Yeah.
anybody else in the world can ask me this question, but you, a Nigerian woman who knows what Nollywood is,
Fair
should
enough.
not be asking this question because you know that the stakes have to be high.
I get you.
The drama has to be high. It can't be, you got the job, oh, I'm sad.
Fair.
There has to be murder. There has to be, there has to be energy in the film. And I feel like we delivered that. So how much would you pay to see the film?
Of you dying. I want you alive, Julie. Like I said, Nigerian women love you. Like, we
fine.
don't need you dead.
So you don't want to see it?
Let's talk about Edmonton, N9.
Oh, wow.
What was it like growing up in that area? I know you grew up between N9 and 18. What was it like growing up in that area? And how would you describe it to someone who has never been there?
There was a bus station that we would go to, but we never got on the bus.
Okay.
So we just watched them go by. And there was a marketplace, and once it closed, people would leave the discarded hangers. So we used to just take them up into the flats and throw them from the flats down onto where people were standing. I was young.
My brothers used to put mattresses on the bottom floor, climb up, and then just jump down.
Oh, they get it. Yeah, we did that. You didn't do the jumping off?
First of all, gravity is already pulling me down. I'm a woman. Do you understand? All these things, like as a man, you're looking for gravity to pull you down. I'm already centered to the earth by my chest.
Wow.
So you know what? I'm grounded. I don't need any of that. I'm good. Julie, Jason, Jamie, Joseph Jr. Why are your parents in spiritual bondage with the letter J? And have they discussed this with, like, have they explained this to you guys?
I don't know if we should call it spiritual bondage. I think it comes from a place of love.
Okay.
And I know many people, growing up, I didn't know anyone that this was happening in their house, but actually I know a few people now that have that same situation.
Bondage.
Rihanna.
Okay, the Riot,
Rocky.
Rocky.
RZA, Riot. What kind of spiritual Bayesian bondage is that?
Yeah, but Rihanna and Rocky are RR.
Okay.
Your mom is Iffy. Your dad is Joseph.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
My
So
mom
your mom's
got-
just the only person that's not even in the J gang.
She got mugged off. But listen, this is women, patriarchy. What are we going to do? Do you know what I mean?
Let's talk about One of your siblings, Jamie.
Okay, yes.
And you doing backing vocals on his debut album, Famous.
Okay, yes.
If you want to think back to that version of Julie,
okay,
what would you say is the biggest difference between then and now, personally and professionally?
Oh my gosh. Personally, I'm definitely more confident now. Although we did go on tour. I sang on tour, but I think I sang on tour because I kind of had to. And it was just, I thought I was doing it as a favor to him. Now I would actually want to go on tour and sing. Professionally, I'm successful in what I do now.
Love that.
But I think I could have been an incredible singer as an actual artist.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that I could have done. Professionally, I'm very different now. I'm quite reserved.
Very
few people would kind of bring out the laughter and joy in me. Why do you keep slow blinking at me?
Are you here for... Who's slow blinking at you?
You're slow blinking at me. It's making me feel nervous. I always want to look in your eyes. I like eye contact. Has anyone ever told you that you're quite intimidating?
Really?
I don't even keep a diary. I feel like you've invaded my privacy without physically being close to me, and it's making me feel nervous.
The funny thing is that because this went so left field, I forgot my entire intro, which I'm gonna do now.
Do it now.
This is gonna be like,
I'm excited.
Today we have here a presenter, a DJ, an interviewer, a culture curator,
an
event curator, a music journalist, the most in-demand sister-in-law in the world currently, and a gorgeous girl, Julie Adenuga. Wow. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
A lot of people met you on radio, Julie.
They did.
Do you remember hearing yourself on radio for the first time?
Oh my gosh. Do I remember? I don't remember the first time, but I remember hearing myself the first time I was on Beats One on Apple Music. I had to fight for the song I was going to start the show with, which was JME featuring Giggs, Man Don't Care. And they said that they wanted me to start... Thank you. I'm glad you said. I was really nervous about what you was going to say. But yeah, they wanted me to start with... I'm quite sure that you never knew.
I don't even know this.
All the pain that I've been
through. But I know
through.
Man Don't Care.
You know this song? Even this morning, looked outside my door, but you let her on the floor. You don't know this song?
Nope.
Then the people in.
They're not playing songs in Nigeria.
They don't talk to me. They look right. That morning, they don't talk. Wow. Have you never been to a house? Have you never been to a house party? Like not an actual house, but like a house music.
House music. I don't think so. You know.
That's fine. I'm not here to judge you.
No, but you're here to take me.
Fair.
Expand my experience.
I'm going to interject there. I'm never going to take you to a house music party. It's not for me. I can't be doing that. But I wanted to start with JME, and then they told me to start with that song. And I said, no, we're going with JME, Man Don't Care. Why? Because man doesn't care about what you guys have to say. And that was it.
And that was that. Let's take it back.
Okay.
And let's go to Rinse FM.
Okay.
Your first job on radio and sort of your first foray into DJing, presenting. What would you say was the greatest gift from your time there?
Oh my gosh, your questions make me nervous.
It's you, babe.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
I'm so stressed.
Should we come back to this question?
No, I'm okay now. Okay, I've got it.
Do you want me to hold your hand?
No, too much. We're not that close yet.
Okay.
Biggest lesson at Rinse FM was how to be a radio presenter. I didn't know before. I hadn't learned before. And I worked with a guy called Ray Paul, who was one of the first people that started BBC One Extra. And he came and taught me how to be a good radio presenter. It's why I'm sitting here now and why Nigerian women love me.
It's more than that, but it's part of it. What's the first thing you notice in someone of the opposite sex? Jenny?
Oh my goodness. Their clothes.
Fair.
It's superficial and shallow.
Fair.
But it's literally the first thing that you see is what they're wearing. If I'm not looking for whatever reason, I don't know why this would be, but if I couldn't see their clothes, say we were just talking, I would notice how much banter they have and how well they can take a joke and how well they can converse. That's a big thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
We've spoken a little bit about family. Do you still want to be in the black family in EastEnders?
I haven't watched EastEnders in about...
a long time.
Yeah, nearly a decade.
So that dream is gone.
Is there even a black family still in it? There must be.
I've never seen EastEnders in my whole life.
I know DEI is on the way out, but they have to keep a black family in EastEnders. Please, come on, please. Did you grow up watching EastEnders? It was not your... No. Wow, sorry.
Never.
I'm sorry.
We can watch it together. Again, solutions, not problems.
Whoa,
it's like, Chinasa, let's do this.
That's actually my love language. When I worked at Apple, that was one of the things they said. Don't bring the problem about the solution.
Yeah.
Should we be friends?
We should.
Okay.
To friendship.
To friendship.
If you could only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's not nice.
Every day on loop repeat.
Oh my goodness. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Skepta Blacklisted. Renaissance by Beyonce.
Look, an album.
It's different.
Really?
It's one of those albums that just random day, I'll feel like I need it.
Yep.
Like a friend.
And it will definitely pick you up.
Yeah. Yeah. Those would be my 3.
You just talked about your brother Skepta?
I did.
Speaking of him, he stopped speaking to you for an entire year because you got a boyfriend.
I was scared you was going to ask me about some kind of relationship thing, but that story is true.
Yeah, so I need to hear more about that.
I was dating this guy, and he, to be fair, he was a tyrant.
So it's more about who the guy was.
Yeah, he was a tyrant. He was a tyrant. He greeted my parents with sunglasses on inside the house.
Okay.
It was a crazy time. I was going through the phase where I didn't have a lot of confidence and I felt like this was the best I could do.
Yeah.
You know? Different now. Woo! Anyway, so Junior was not happy with that. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that he stopped speaking to me. It was that I didn't know until years later, and I only found out because I follow him on Twitter. That was the reason.
Oh, so
if I didn't see that tweet, I would never have known that 4 years prior. That's why there was just days where you just were not saying a single word to me.
Let's talk about your mom. I think your mom is just the cutest woman on the planet.
She's so wonderful.
With all the pet names she has for you guys. Yours being Nedim. Love that. You took off 2 months of work to help your mom with her book.
I did.
Talk to me about that time and why it was important for you to do that.
Funny that you asked me a question earlier about then and now. That before, my relationship with my mom was so bad. I just felt like she didn't understand me. When I put out her book and read it and spent time with her, I realized that we're the same person.
Yeah.
And I think it was that experience that made me understand that actually, she always says this, that I'm her, but with privilege. Everything about her life, all the things about her, from how mischievous she was to how she carries herself, is exactly who I am now. And I was able to make a lot of peace with who I was and how I feel about things and the way I speak and express myself all came from that period of time. I'm so happy I did that. It's one of the best things I ever did in my life.
I love that for you.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna cry?
No.
In fact, you didn't ask, but I'll tell you my 3 biggest qualities.
Okay.
I'm great at communicating.
Okay.
I'm very empathetic. And I'm an amazing listener. And I give great advice. 4.
Speaking of another of your qualities, your first job was at IKEA. Describe working there in 3 words.
IKEA is one of the greatest jobs you can ever have. I worked on the tills. I was a cashier, and then I worked my way up to cash office. And I was counting cash. Wasn't stealing it. Or was I? No, I'm joking. I never ever stole from IKEA.
Even if you did reparations.
Anyway, I did work in IKEA and I loved it, and it was the best job, and it was the highest paying job that you could get at the time for my age until I went to work at Apple, and then, you know.
Yeah. Level up.
Yeah.
You brought Apple forward. So we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
Going from working at the Apple store in sales and the stockroom to being the lead anchor for Beats One London, Apple Music's global radio station, premiering in over 100 countries. That's almost too poetic a storyline to be real life. On top of that, you were just at an annual Apple conference where Tim Cook announced you had the lead, so nobody had told you had the job yet. So I want you to describe in detail what that moment was like and how you didn't pass out from overexcellence.
I have a video of me watching that happen, actually. It's a cliche answer, but when surreal things happen to you, you don't feel anything. Because I think you can imagine what your happiest moment is like, and you can imagine how you would feel. But when it surpasses that, you're kind of just, it's like, I don't know, there's no emotion, there's nothing. I was just still. I just was very, very still. You just reminded me about how crazy it is that I went from working in an Apple store to being the host of a radio station. That's mad, isn't it?
Mad.
Wow. You know what, sometimes people show me respect and I appreciate it. And people pay me compliments about, you know, what they feel about my career. And I say thank you because I am grateful. But I think I don't really understand what it is that they've been able to see because I'm inside it and living it. But it's crazy when you say it like that. I can't believe that happened. That's mad. I don't think that will ever happen again to anyone ever in the history of time.
Honestly, I agree.
Wow, I'm really special. I'm actually really special. Oh, I'm really
Speaking
special.
of your time at Apple, Julie, just to bring things back.
No. Let's talk about how special I am.
Julie is so special.
Wow.
Did you guys get that? Do you want to say it again to your close-up?
I'm really special. Okay. You are as well. I'm really special.
Okay.
Just
Are
for-
you happy for us to move on from you
we
being
can move
special?
on now. We can move on.
Okay.
I'll be
great.
thinking about it, but you can move on.
Speaking of your time at Apple, you were able to speak to some cultural icons and heavy hitters.
Indeed.
We're talking Jay-Z,
Yes.
Liam Gallagher,
Yes. Britney Spears,
Pharrell
Pharrell Williams,
okay, see, I'm about to
Alicia Keys,
Do you want to just take a... I'm
Pusha
just going to
T.
sit back.
Benji Flo, he's a legend. I don't care what anyone says. Daniel Kaluuya, Jessie Ware, Katie B, Sasha Keeble, Ray. Who else?
Love Ray.
Tiana
Cardi B.
Taylor.
Did you say Cardi B?
Cardi B. Oh my God, Ed Sheeran.
Megan, you've spoken to Megan as well for a magazine.
Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my goodness. You was trying to tell me about my star sign. No, she lost me there. She started talking to me about being a Cancer. I said, hey.
I interview as well, so I know favorite interview, very rubbish question. But
Thank you so much.
I would say most fun,
Most fun. Okay.
most personally meaningful and affirming,
Okay, yeah.
most surprising in the
wow.
sense that where the interview took you surprised you,
Yeah.
and then most proud.
Proud, definitely my brother.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. It's a hard thing to interview your own sibling.
Yep.
Proud was Junior. Most surprising, Pusha T. Pusha T, nicest man in the universe. Unbelievable. Could sit here now with us and just chill with us. Amazing. Most fun, probably when Harry Pinero was on the Friday show. That was a lot of fun. Or anything with Rebecca Judd was a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I've forgotten your fourth one.
Most meaningful, personally affirming.
Most meaningful, personally affirming. That's a good question. My mum. We did an International Women's Day show with my mum. To me, my mum's a Nigerian woman that came from Nigeria and she had some kids and you know, and she had this mad life and it's like, wow, your life's crazy. But I forget that she's human and she's very funny. And when we were on radio, she's quick, witty, sarcastic, has great comedic timing. And I'm looking at her like she's just a completely different person. And it was amazing to just give her space to show me a different side of her.
Yeah.
So
Like when you sent her the picture of you and Rihanna, she said, "Is this AI?" And I was like, I love that from her. You know what? Yeah.
On the
First
one
of all-
hand, I'm proud of you for even knowing that this is what AI can do. It shows me that you're learning.
Yep.
But on the other hand, how rude that you think I would just make an AI version of a picture and send it to the family group. But she got upset with me one time because she thought I knew Beyonce and she found out that I didn't. So I think that's why she
That's
asked me.
fair because she's trying to live vicariously through you and you're dulling her shine. Why
Yeah.
don't you know Beyonce, Julie?
It wasn't my fault. Beyonce.
You on beat one.
No.
You could have.
Beyonce posted a picture one day and the caption was "Happy Birthday, Julie." Now, she didn't say who Julie was. She didn't say, there was no picture of, you know Beyonce, she'll say happy birthday to someone, but it's just pictures of her. So on Beyonce's birthday, I posted a picture, I said, happy birthday, Beyonce. Now my mom's saying, oh, wow. You and Beyonce. I said, Mom, I don't know
That's
Beyonce.
a bit mad.
I don't know Beyonce, I don't know who she was talking to, but if she says Julie, I'm going to claim it.
Fair.
Why not? Would you not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
Shouts to Beyonce anyway. Happy birthday if it's a September 4th. September 4th?
You want this episode to come out in
September
September?
Beyonce, if you watch this on September 4th, happy birthday. Can I just say?
Yes.
Best day of my life. I'm having the best time.
I love that.
May this never end.
Amen.
Until I actually have to leave. You know what it is? You're special.
Just like you.
How often do people tell you that you're special? Oh my gosh. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put out an ad.
Looking for people to touch on us actually special.
We're gonna employ someone.
Yeah, but people say, but I mean,
How often? What are we talking? Once a week? Once a month?
maybe like twice a month.
Twice a month? That's not
Yeah.
bad.
It's not.
It could be more though.
Yeah.
Is it different people or the same person?
Different people.
Oh, that's lovely. Wow. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that's how you were
How I walk.
how you were moving.
Do you remember your first kiss, Julie?
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. He had braces and he cut my lip.
Oh my God.
We kissed in a bush. It was in a bush. We were walking home from school and I was scared that someone was gonna
Good
see
see
me.
you, yeah, fair.
So people were like, Julie, you should kiss Chris. And I was like, oh no, please. And then they were like, just go around there. So we just went in a bush and kissed and he cut my lip with his braces.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really sad. Shouts to Chris though.
Shout out to Chris.
He actually ended up dating my friend.
What?
No, I've lied to you on camera. I dated him after he dated my friend. And then she used to sing Tony Braxton, he wasn't man enough for me, yeah. What are you thinking?
Julie, Has anybody come to you and sang Julie? Julie?
No.
They haven't done that?
No. And actually, because I grew up in England, actually the Julie that everyone sings is Me Julie by Shaggy and Ali G.
No. Julie Shank. You left Catfish after just one season. Were you not enjoying that? You don't have to answer, by the way.
I loved filming Catfish.
Okay.
It just wasn't for me.
For you.
It wasn't. It wasn't a long term.
Yeah.
It wasn't a commitment I could make long term.
Fair.
I need a drink.
What do you think is your most attractive feature, Julie?
Yikes! My sense of humor goes crazy. I'm very, very pretty. I'm a very beautiful, stunning babe.
Love that.
You didn't ask for 3, but I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
I think that the way I carry myself is exceptional. I think I'm an exceptional carrier of self.
Of self.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay, so those are the 3. Okay, got it.
Do you love me yet?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay. I really feel like
you
the amount of time that's passed is normally how long it takes for people to love me. I don't understand what's going on here and I'm a bit confused.
Okay.
Okay, just want to put that out there. We'll see. We'll see.
What does love mean to you, Julie?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Who signed up? Did I sign up for this?
You're talking about love.
What does love mean to me? Love is an unconditional commitment to another human being.
Yeah. To do what?
Whatever it takes for them to be a part of your life forever. That's love. No matter what you do, if I am committed to ensuring that we can continue again tomorrow, then I love you.
Yeah. I love that. I think
Thanks.
that's a really good definition of love. Speaking of love,
Okay.
and someone you love,
Okay.
I want you to talk to me about your brother winning the Mercury Prize.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
everybody in your family talks about that like such a personal win for them. And obviously, I remember you guys all being on stage together. That was so wholesome and cute.
It was wonderful.
So what was that moment like for you?
I was actually live on radio when he won.
Yeah.
I took the day off. I wasn't in the studio. I'd taken the day off and someone was covering my show. And I'd spoken to my producer and I said, if he wins, you know, it'd be cool if I could be on air. And he said, okay, cool. If he wins, just ring me. I had no idea that if he won, we were going to be screaming that much. So when he did win, I jumped on stage. I was on the phone and I'm shouting on radio, live on air, from the stage, saying that he's just won. And I think it was Rebecca Judd that was covering my show. She was trying to ask me questions, but the moment was so euphoric.
Yeah.
You could probably still find it now online somewhere, but I remember my mum was so gassed. Junior said to me, Julie, take mum, because she's jumping around too much. So I think you can see it when he's just before he does his speech. I like turn my mum around. I'm like trying to get her glasses on. Her glasses are steamed up in the her glasses are mad steam. I'm like, Mum, calm down. She's trying to fix her headscarf, everything, and it was just it was just one of those things, again, just like when I got the Apple job, where I genuinely, you can't explain it. It's just weird. It's just not, there aren't really words for it. It's like an unfathomable experience that you kind of just, it's just like washing over you.
Fair.
It was really incredible though.
How is Julie as an auntie? How are you as an auntie, babe?
For one of my nieces,
Okay.
she says that I'm the best member of the family. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it made me cry. Because I was like, wow, she really loves me. And she invites me round to her house.
Aww.
She says, can you come round? I want to play and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, she actually really enjoys me as a human being. So if she were here, I think she would say I'm amazing.
Fine.
But I don't feel like I've been able to step into my auntie role yet. I don't feel like I'm very useful to them at the moment. I feel like they need their parents. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's going to be a bit where they need Auntie Julie. I don't feel like I'm there yet.
Fair.
So yeah, for now, I think I'm just cool. I'm cool, Auntie Julie.
The Daily Paper, they did a profile on you.
Yes.
And in the profile, you said...
Oh no, don't quote me. That's mean. What did I
You
say?
said, I would say I've never failed in business and career. And that would feel really good if that didn't mean that my failures have been in my personal life.
Oh, damn.
This was years ago. Do you still feel that way?
No.
Or have you become better at
My personal life is amazing.
I feel like it's important to talk about this because balance is really hard in this job.
It is.
Especially when you're starting out and trying to like make a name for yourself.
Well, guess what happened to me? After my personal life went through the roof, what happened in business? Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's difficult.
I was so stressed about it.
It's difficult.
But the lesson that I learned was that my personal life was definitely in a good place because when my business went down, my personal life didn't suffer. Previous me, If my business was going down, it would have affected my personal life. So mate, it got deep.
You've overcome so many waters, Julie. It's so interesting we're talking about this because you recently just wrapped production on your new show, Now You Know.
Yes.
And I was talking to somebody about doing production for this, and he was like, do you cry? I said, oh, only for a living. You know, all this interviewing, production, directing, that's on the side. I just cry nonstop. So I know you're not really one for emotion.
Whoa.
Flashback.
I love that for you.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna cry?
No, because one of my...
End of flashback.
The question is, can I remember the question, Julie?
Okay.
As someone who is very hands-on in her work as well, has production brought you to tears?
No, it hasn't brought me to tears. No, but can I just say, I'm a crier.
Okay, that's good.
I'll be
'Cause I'm a
crying.
crier. I cry a lot.
No. You do not cry more than me.
It's not a competition, but I cry and you cry and we cry.
It's a competition.
Okay.
And I cry more than you.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
When's the last time you cried?
Yesterday.
Okay.
3 times.
Oh, damn. Are you okay? Do you want to...
This job is very stressful.
I'll be crying.
Yeah, I feel you.
But to answer your question, the reason why I don't cry in production is because I have a really good team.
Fair. Let's talk about fashions. Let's talk about
I'm
fashions.
actually, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about fashion because I've been wearing these earrings for this whole conversation. You haven't said nothing. I came on a date and I wore heart earrings.
Is that
Say something.
So are you saying you love me?
Yeah. What now? Do you love me? This is insane. This is insane. Look into the camera.
I will look into the camera and say that if you download the Lemfi app using my code CHINASA, you will get £10 cash back if you're in the UK and £15 cash back if you're in Europe. So again, free money. Who doesn't love free money, Julie? Do you love free money?
I love when people love me.
And you know I love Daniel Kaluuya.
You're doing Nigerian woman thing right now. You're being hard exterior, soft interior. It's fine. I know you love me. Just say it.
Okay.
Just say it.
Okay.
Listen to me. It's not going to take anything away from who you are. You're not lesser of a person because you love me. It's
Am I more of a person?
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
and
because love fills you up. It helps you to grow. Do you
does your love fill me up?
Yes. Watch what happens.
I would like to see it.
Watch what happens after today to your life. Have you got £1 million in your bank right now?
No.
Watch what's going to happen after today.
Even £500 I don't have. I was watching an interview where you were climbing. You're climbing really well, by the way.
Thank you.
And you were talking about fashion being an outlet for you that serves the part of this job that likes shiny things, right? And I feel like it's very similar for me with the show.
You get it.
Yeah, and dressing up exactly
Look at
and
your
doing all
caviar
these things.
two-piece.
But I want to say, has your relationship with fashion evolved beyond that since then? And how would you describe your sense of style?
Oh my goodness. That's a good question. I don't think my relationship with fashion has evolved.
Okay.
I think I have a love-hate relationship with fashion. Only because I've seen people that live and breathe fashion, and that's just not who I am. You know what? When Maya shot her Vogue cover and I went to the shoot in New York.
You cried there?
I did cry.
Okay.
I'm a
Because
crier.
I know you cried.
Pat McGrath,
Legend.
Edward NFL. I'm on set with these juggernauts of fashion.
Yep.
And I can see why it's so important and I get it and I understand it. So I could never disrespect fashion. But for me, something in me, maybe the way I grew up, how I grew up, being a tomboy, all these different things, the thought of caring so much about something that isn't me, like something that's exterior, it makes me feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I can appreciate beautiful
It's just fun
clothes,
to dress up.
Exactly.
I can appreciate myself looking good. I like to play.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's not like deeper than that for you.
Exactly.
I
That's
get that.
exactly how I feel. So you really get me. You
I
really
get,
get
girl,
me. You get me.
Go.
What was your dream job when you were growing up?
My dream job. I think I wanted to be an air hostess. I just thought it would be cool to like fly around.
Oh my gosh, you'd be a great air hostess. You would be so good. You've got that very much like, I don't care about you, but I'm just going to pretend for the day. Do you know what I mean? Walking past like, what do you need? Okay, I'll be back. And then you just go and sit at the back and don't come back again. If I work in Argos, will you be an air hostess just for one day?
I'll be with you in August. Why would I be?
Oh, would you come? Do you want to work in August as well?
Yes.
Don't you think we'd have so much fun?
We would. The catalogs used to be so fun.
Just dashing the products down when people ask for them.
Is that what you want to do then?
We would be laughing in the stockroom.
They would fire us after 2 days.
For sure. But getting fired from Argos, I think is something that I want to have on my CV. IKEA, Apple Store, Apple Music Radio,
Okay.
Entrepreneur, Argos,
Yeah.
Range.
Okay, I want you to give me 3 lyrics, yeah?
Oh my gosh.
That
Oh my gosh, this is exciting.
you feel like describe you, your life, your life philosophy. So just 3 lyrics. I'll go first. I'll give you one for myself.
Okay.
How you gonna run the world? You can't even run your life.
Don't you dare take a J House lyric from me.
How you gonna run the world? You can't even run your life. J House. I'll say that's one for me. You go, Julie.
That was mean. You know I love that lyric.
Would it have come to your mind? I'm trying to help.
How you gonna win if you ain't right within? Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Chat to me bad.
Period.
Okay. Is it
That's
me?
one.
Is it going back to you or is it me again?
Okay, let's go back to me.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll get some time to think.
Ashake, I swear I no go though. I'm not gonna. Watch out.
I'm gonna go for Beyonce. Heated. Flip flop, flip flopping ass bitch. Fan me off, watch my wrist go click. And she says, dimples on my, stretch marks on my, drinking my water, minding my biz. Monday I'm overrated. Tuesday on my beep. I'm gonna give you that one. This game is so fun. Okay, let me think of a third one. Ooh. There might be a Drake lyric for me, you know? Maybe because he always says, very profound,
he has quotables.
Yeah, he's got very good quotables. Some niggas bitter with life and they hate me. They want to put knife to my ribs. Whoa. I feel like some people are bitter in life. Now, they don't want to stab me in my rib. I hope not. But that's a very good lyric.
Are you living in supercell? Who's trying to stab you?
That's a very good lyric. That's a very good lyric. I'll go Drake Blue Tint.
Fair.
What a great question. You're really good at this.
Thank you, darling.
Wow.
Thank you. Speaking of lyrics and lyricists. If you want to, think back to hearing Wicked Skegman for the first time. Wicked Skegman 4, right?
What's Wicked Skegman 4 again?
It's on JME's beat. Serious?
Okay. Sorry. Yes, I'm with you now.
Because Storms is still new to the scene at that point.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, how did that make you feel about your siblings' influence on the scene when Stormzy is coming up and he's doing this freestyle on JME's beat?
Do you know what? I'm going to take it even
And then that song broke records.
I'm going to take it even further for you. 3 days ago, a friend of mine was applying for a job at Wingstop.
Okay.
Their brand partnership manager role position. Okay. And as she was filling out...
Did she get the job? Because I need brand partnership with Wingstop.
Okay, well, I'll speak to her because I don't know.
Okay.
As she was filling out the form, one of the questions was, who is JME's brother? On the application to be a brand partnership manager at Wingstop.
That's crazy.
And I sent it to the family group. And Jamie messaged, he sent a voice note to the group and he said, I had to pull over because what is going on? And I thought, it's one thing to have grown up with people that you admire and to be able to be so close, in such close proximity to music that you enjoy and that is a part of my life. That's one thing. To see the effect or the sort of, the next generations come through. And for those people that are, my blood siblings that I remember us being 7 years old playing at home, to see the effects of their existence play out in the world, nowhere near where we exist. Yeah. Croydon is far. I don't know if you've been to Croydon before. That's far. That's where Stormzy's from. Wingstop is even further away. Yeah. And that's just 2 examples. That is sort of mind-boggling. I just chuckle when I see stuff like that because it is really sort of, wow, I had no idea that you lot making jokes and music at home was gonna end up being this thing. Yeah, it's crazy, really crazy. Somewhere over, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
you need to continue
consider yourself at home. It's like, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean?
You have a really good voice.
I do, I have an amazing voice.
Wow.
Thanks. But I wasn't doing musical theatre. I wanted to...
She wanted to be a shopkeeper.
Exactly.
And then Skepta comes and steals stuff from her shop. And then also maybe kills her.
Okay. That was actually a fun game. That was a fun game, can I just say?
Why did all the game involve crime? Why was there no game without crime? Like, what was going on?
That's really fun. That's a really interesting observation. I don't know why all the games involve crime. We need a bit of danger.
Fair.
Nollywood, I told you.
Stakes.
We may have grown up in London, but Nollywood's in our blood. Come on.
What's living your favorite Nollywood? Okay, living in bondage.
Living in bondage.
Living in bondage.
Yeah, scary, but amazing. Do you like escape rooms?
Yeah. Yes.
No. Don't
No,
say
I'm not
like,
even joking. Yes, like we did that for one of my friend's birthdays, and I love like solving stuff.
Did you
I
get
like
out of the escape room?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay.
I know, but again, there's so much pressure, babe. Like again, I just arrived.
I don't like dumb friends.
No, I agree.
I can't have dumb friends.
But I'm saying there's a difference between 0 and 100.
No, there is not.
There's not. Okay.
You always strive
either
for
win or fail.
100. Yeah, exactly.
It's like that thing they say: try, and if you don't succeed, find a new family. Okay, Julie. So back to you said. Yeah.
I've never heard that. So funny.
It's in my stand-up comedy. I do stand-up as well. Anyways, child,
No,
let's go
you
back.
don't.
Let's circle back.
Oh my goodness.
You said you dated a tyrant who wore aviator shades to greet your parents.
Oh no.
So when it comes to dating, besides tyrant, what other type do you have, babes?
When? At what point in my life?
Now, what's your type? When it
My
comes to
type
dating,
now
what's your type?
is intelligent, handsome, great smile, man of means, self-sufficient, funny. Make me laugh, please be funny. Funny. Hey, you're so funny. Broad view of the world, not closed.
Open-minded.
We want broad. We're not happy with just here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what's over there? What can
Exactly.
Come here.
Be curious.
Be curious
about life.
'Cause the world is huge.
It is.
Let's go and see it.
It is.
That's my type.
Love that.
Is that too much to ask?
No, I think it's similar to mine. I think those are people say too much, but I'm like, these are very basic, reasonable things. Be intelligent. Oh my God, so much.
I mean, only dumb
Be
people.
kind.
Only,
Oh my
only
God,
dumb people
so
think.
much.
Only dumb people think it's
Know
a lot
how
ask
to
me.
communicate. Oh my God,
Yeah,
what do
no.
women want?
No.
We've said what we want.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Just do it. Julie.
Oh,
Tell
I get
me.
nervous when you say Julie like that. Go on.
Julie. Okay, so I'm going to start saying to Julie, like, Julie. We've touched on the fact that you grew up
I did. Yep.
with 2 famous siblings, legendary MCs
MCs
in the UK.
Okay. Yep.
So growing up with siblings who were so sure of what they wanted to do from early,
Yeah.
did that give you an anxiety around not knowing what
Yes.
you wanted to do?
Yes.
Even though you're young
Yes.
and not knowing what you want to do is
Yes.
fine when you're young.
Yes.
But because they knew,
Yes.
it was like, there's
Yes.
so much anxiety.
Yes. Still.
How did you navigate that?
Still to this day.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
You're doing
definitely.
amazing though.
Thank you. I'm just having a laugh.
Yeah.
I'm having a laugh.
Yeah.
Big laugh. Big anxiety, lots of stress, only girl in the family as well. So I've got my younger brother as well, but again, I think there's 2 different types
Jason,
of talent.
big up Jason.
Big up Jason, always, every day. What a guy. I think there's 2 types of talent. I think there's talent that is just a skill that other people cannot recreate.
Yeah.
And then I think there's the talent of being able to be persistent in something continuously,
Fair.
like a blind fool. I feel like I live in that space where I'm capable of doing loads of stuff. I can edit, I can use Photoshop, I can sing, I can dance very, very well. I can code websites, I can create shows from scratch in my brain. I'm very creative, I'm all these different things. And I'm really, really good at just focusing on it and just doing them.
Yeah.
But my 3 brothers have actual, like the talent that's like, how do you, Jason, draw this glass and bang, it's gone. Jamie, can you, I don't know, put the thing with the stuff, but he can do it. Junior, just magic genius, man. And those 2 things have always been quite anxiety inducing for me. Sometimes I beef myself and like, Julie, do you actually have a talent? Or you just keep going? You're just going so much that there's nowhere to stop and think about and take stock about what's happening. And I struggle with that quite often.
I think talent is varied and it can look so many different ways. And if it all looked the same, what a boring world that would be.
That's
I think
facts.
you're extremely talented.
Thank you.
And I think you've done very well for yourself.
Thank you.
And you will continue to do more.
Thank you.
So it's exciting to see where you're
love
going.
me. You love me.
I think
Valentine's
there's,
Day is gone, you know. It's gone.
What's gone?
Valentine's Day is gone.
Is that why you wore red?
Fortunately for you.
And that's why you wore heart? Because
Fortunately
they're trying
for
to
you,
force it.
Every day is
Valentine's.
Valentine's Day. So what did you get
Valentine
me?
is coming. What did you get me?
Hey.
I'm in your city.
Wow.
We're going dancing. We're going in theater, maybe.
I'll go dancing with you.
Yeah.
I will, definitely. And
And make fun of me. So romantic.
Never do that. I actually am one of the most romantic people that I know. No, don't do that. Don't and sip your drink. It sounds like you don't agree with me.
No, it's fine.
I'm romantic.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Oh my goodness. Rush Hour.
Rush Hour is a good one.
That's up there. That's up there. Oh, liar, liar. Oh. Oh no, enemy of the state. Oh no. I'm gonna stop there. Liar, liar, enemy of the state, rush hour. It's one of those three.
Look very sexy today.
Thank you so much. Thigh-high boots for you.
Honestly, it's crazy.
For you.
It's crazy. When you walked out, I was like, whoa.
I felt the same when I saw you as well.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Did you think about me when you had this made, or what was the vibe?
No.
Okay.
Tell me 3 things you're grateful for today. In this moment. Right now, Julie.
My life, the air in my lungs. Goodness gracious, grateful for the air in my lungs. I'm grateful for my home. What a beautiful place that I get to exist in with no disturbance from anyone. And I'm grateful for... I'm grateful for...
What do you think is my most attractive feature?
Ooh. It's a rubbish answer, but it's true. Your energy.
Thank you.
I feel like there's some people that if they were in a room with 10 other people, I may leave the room and think, oh, I didn't even know that they were there. But you got the energy of someone that I'd think you were definitely there. I enjoyed that you were there. It would have been not as good if you weren't there, and I'd like to see you again. So your energy for sure.
That's definitely the most romantic answer I've gotten on this show.
We'll look back on this 10 years from now and think, wow, we didn't even know each other properly then. Now look at us.
Look at us.
Wow, who would have thought?
Just me. Who are some of your personal goats, Julie?
My immediate answer in my gut is no one. I like different people for different things.
Yeah.
I think it's me. Is that bad? I think I'm my personal goat.
Fair.
I just think because I'm the only person that I can track my entire journey because I'm me.
You lived it.
And I've been in it.
Yeah.
And if I track my entire journey, I've smashed it. I've actually really done a good job. Everybody else, I think it's like looking at something from afar. Do you know what I mean? Like I can say I think Rihanna's very successful and talented and I really admire different things about her, but I don't know her personally. I know me personally and I've done a phenomenal job.
So for all our London episodes, we have a game.
Okay.
It's called How to Nigerian. So basically it's going to be just some questions about Nigerian pop culture, Nigerian...
Oh, I'm going to be terrible at this game.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Remember you said Nigerian women love me. This could be the end of that. Okay, let's go.
They will still love you.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
In the UK, you guys would say tekkers. You say that's tekkers. In Nigeria, what would we say?
I have no idea. What?
What would we say?
I have no idea.
You're going to be so ashamed when I say
What
this
is
answer.
it?
Sabi.
Oh my gosh.
You know that?
I
You
do
just
know
spoke to
that.
Arasta.
Yeah.
So Julie knows Sabi.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Do you still love me?
No, they don't. No. Julie.
Sorry, go on. Number 2.
What can you chop that's not food?
Money.
Okay, that's good. Give me another one.
Ooh, what can you chop that's not food? Oh my gosh.
Insult. Can chop insult?
You can chop an insult.
Yeah. Chop life. You can chop life.
Of course, of
you can chop
course.
life.
Problems not they're finished, so you should always chop life. You're
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
The Nigerian national women's football team is called what?
Niger babes.
You've even done Nike World Cup kits.
They're called the Niger babes.
They're called the Super Falcons, Julie.
I had no
Who
idea.
the hell would call them Niger babes?
I'm so sorry. I don't even really care about football.
How do we say what's up? How would Nigerians say what's up?
What's up? Like
Like, you know? We would say like
how far?
How far? Okay, Julie, we got there in the end. Okay.
You see my heart beating on my chest?
2 more.
Okay, go on.
What is the highest note we have? Nigerian national. You've been to Nigeria, so you have no excuse. Is it A, 1,000 naira?
No.
Is it B, 10,000 naira? Is it C, 5,000 naira?
Ooh. My gut instinct tells me to say 5. However,
Okay.
Nigerians we're so extra. We're just so out of this world that I
Okay.
feel like we would just have a 10,000 naira. No, I'm gonna say 10,000.
You're gonna lock that in?
I'm locking in 10,000.
Okay, and the answer is 1,000. Now, for the last question in this segment, Julie.
Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna be able to go back to Nigeria again.
When
my
in
passport just expired.
Yeah, you can, at the renewal, they'll show you this video.
Oh
and they'll
my
say,
God.
are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you crystal clear?
Okay, go on.
Okay. When a Nigerian says my friend, they say like my friend, do they mean you're A, their friend? B, their very close friend? C, someone doing something they find very silly?
C. C, 100% C. I've got that one for
All
sure.
right, Julie.
Wow, I think I got like 2 out of 5.
Yeah, and I gave you that last one as a bonus because
That's really
honestly,
sweet.
you weren't gonna make it. I need you to give me...
We should get a 10,000 naira note though. I feel like it'd be kind of funny.
And who will be on the note? Julie Adenuga, Skepta Adenuga, Isi Adenuga, Jamie, Jason, and Joseph.
Joseph as well. I think that'd be quite cool.
I think so. You're going to give me three statements about yourself.
Okay.
2 are true, 1 is a lie.
Okay. I have no toenail on my baby toe on my left foot.
Okay.
I used to collect Vaseline tins, empty ones.
Okay.
I got fired from my first job for stealing.
You did it. You wouldn't steal. The thing about you is that you have integrity. I believe. If you really stole, Julie, this whole spiel will look so silly.
Let me do my poker face.
But
Here we go.
I don't think you stole. I don't think you got fired for stealing. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to lock that in.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
Oh my God, Julie. You played me.
I stole a
she's not a
Nokia
thief.
phone.
That's crazy. What?
I know. But I gave it back. I didn't give it back. That's a lie.
Oh my God, Julie.
No, but I didn't use it. I didn't use it. Yeah. Can I get arrested for that? Do you want to know what was fake? Or should we just leave it? I like leaving it in the air.
No, what was fake?
No, I'm going to leave it in the air.
No, we need to know.
I have a baby. I have a toenail. That was a lie.
Okay.
I do have a toenail on my yeah.
That's fair, because people's toenails be fucked up.
No, I do have all 10 toenails.
15 years into your media career, pioneering sounds,
Yeah.
curating community,
Yeah.
platforming incredible artists that may not have had that platform, if not for Julie Adenuga being in the room.
Yeah.
What would you say this journey has taught you about yourself?
I would say this journey has taught me that your mind is really powerful and it sounds so cliche. And when you feel like you don't have this superpower, it can feel like someone's lying to you. But you genuinely can do anything that you believe you can do.
Yep.
That is what I would say this journey's taught me.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Boys, they hustle.
That's the actual answer. What's Skepta's ring size?
Excuse me?
Oh. Skepta's ring size. The general public they would need to know.
The general public?
Yeah.
You know what's been really interesting?
The Americans have discovered your brother. I hope you know that is never going to end.
How did you know that I was going to say that?
Because I know you. Are you just getting that now?
But yet you still don't love me.
I feel like I know you. No, but I know you on paper. So I want to know you in person, then I will love you.
What's it going to take for you to love me?
Let's hang out. We're going down.
How many times? How many times?
I'm not sure. Do you want me to just make stuff up, Julie? You want this to be honest?
So how many? You don't know.
Okay.
3 times?
Let me see if I'm going to ask you something now. Show me if I love you.
Okay.
If you could have a sleepover with 3 women throughout history.
Oh my gosh.
Which 3 women would you have a sleepover with?
You, obviously, would be there.
Okay. Trying to buy my love. Don't at me.
Okay,
Play it.
Yes. Oh my
Julie's
gosh.
top 5.
Wow, okay.
The One True Calling Mentorship with Sian. Collections with Maya Jama.
Okay, wow.
Work in Progress. And now you know. Wow. What a journey.
Research.
I want to say, what has been your most fulfilling creative side quest? And specifically about Now You Know, what can we expect?
Side quests is a good way to explain them because for me, they feel like passion projects that I've done because I've been doing something else that felt a little bit more restricting and not necessarily restricting in a bad way, but just was a job.
Yeah.
And so whenever I would get some kind of job, catfish, radio, all these things that meant I had to be at a specific place, at a specific time, I always wanted to do something that felt just a bit more free. And that's what all those projects have been and still are to me.
Yeah.
Now You Know as a series was, I guess it is my first real project. It's my actual job. And it's been funny, this journey of making the show, because when people ask me what I'm doing, I keep expecting to say my job and then, and I'm executive producing this show called Now You Know. But actually there is no job. It's just this show. So this has been my most fulfilling thing because it's the first time those two, my passion and my actual job have come together to be one thing. So I've really, really enjoyed this. And I think all of those different projects that you named have led up to this, have led up to me finding a balance between making sure that this is fun and I'm enjoying it, but also working and doing real work and making something that's really going to be on TV for people to see everywhere. And so, yeah, I'm really happy. it's made me really happy to create it.
I'm excited to watch. You have some exciting guests. Can we reveal?
We can reveal.
Has Maya Jama on there? Big Zoo.
Winner of Bear Hunt. Sorry if you haven't seen it. You must
Again,
have
I'm
seen it
not
by
British, so I'm just lost.
now. Okay.
KSI.
Yay, JJ. And Mahalia.
Who I love. It's premiering April 1st.
Yes, it is.
On BET UK.
Yes, it is.
Come on, Julie.
And
Come on, Julie.
5.
On
Thank
YouTube
you.
and on My 5.
Please watch it. Please watch it. If you could watch it, I would love that. And just to go back to your question about Catfish, those two experiences for me, now you know is what was missing from Catfish for me. Catfish was a show that I was a part of.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to. It wasn't mine.
Yeah.
Now you know is a show that I'm part of and it's mine.
Yeah.
And it's my vision that I gave to everybody else, and together a team came together and made it with me. That
Julie likes to colonize things. If it's not hers, she doesn't want it. So Julie, colonization, it's a wrap. I've loved talking to you so much, girl. We're going dancing. Stay tuned.
There
will be more shenanigans.
And thank you to you for
All
being
right,
one
lovely.
of my favorite ever interviews ever in life ever. You and Zizi Mills are the only two people that have ever interviewed me, and I've had an amazing time. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks.
I had probably the best date I've had in a really long time. Psych! It was rubbish. I hated it. I wish I never came.
If you're gonna lie, at least try and come up with a good lie.
Oh, wow.
If you're going to lie, at least lie in a way that's even believable. They watch the show, they've seen the episode. So are you gonna convince them, and that was you throughout the episode, are you gonna convince them, is that how you move when you're not having fun? Is that what is dealing with?
Can I speak?
Oh.
Can I speak?
Not really. Because you've spoken, you've had your day in court.
I've never been on a date with someone who doesn't love me. That's the truth.
Okay, so that's what it's about.
We spent an ample amount of time
It's
together.
about who doesn't love you.
I was vulnerable.
Okay.
I was honest.
And I was what?
I was funny.
Okay, and I was what?
I answered all of your questions. It was like almost like an interrogation. And at the
Okay.
end of it, you still weren't grateful enough
And it was still
for
one of the
what I'd
best.
given you, and you don't love me. So
Okay.
why would I say it was a good date? Why?
Okay.
Do you want to see me again?
Yeah.
See?
And let me tell you why I want to see you again.
She didn't mean it.
Because I need you, the next time you see Daniel Kaluuya, to give him my number.
Oh, wow.
You know, he's talked about his type, being
see it
smart,
coming.
funny. I just think that I embody that. And I
Okay.
think that you can facilitate. Then we'll start talking about my love for you.
Okay, cool.
The second thing that will get us to a place of love is, do you send money to Nigeria, Julie? Do you ever find yourself doing that?
No.
All right, so that's about to change now that you've met me. And you can do that through our season sponsors app, Lemfi. With the Lemfi app, you can send money from the UK, US, Canada, and now Europe to 10 African countries, including Nigeria, which Julie will be sending to me.
I sent money to my parents who send the money back home.
So that's what she was doing before she met me. But now that after she's met me, she will send it to me.
Daniel Kaluuya loves philanthropy, so I'm sure you guys are going to get along great. So yeah, I'll definitely introduce you guys.
Is this okay?
Sure.
Uganda is also on the list of countries you can send money to. So Daniel.
I would give the date, if I had to be honest, I'd give it I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Do you know one thing I hate? Lies. So that, what was that? What was that? Again, you're moving like a nigga. You now say, that's an 8.5. It's not even cohesive. Is it Julie, get the storyline together. Was it or was it 8.5?
It was an 8 point. There was room for improvement. It was like a 9. I'll give it a 9.
You're on the way to becoming a Nigerian mother. It was a 9, but there's room for improvement.
Yeah, there was. There's always room for improvement. Always.
So that's the feedback you want to give me now.
Yeah.
This is our passing words, Julie.
It was a 9 out of 10. It was a 9 out of 10. Most
I
days
know I
are
would
like,
have made it a 10.
What?
If I told Julie I love her, but I have integrity. Julie stole a Nokia phone. I don't know if you heard in that episode. She lacks integrity in heaps.
Yikes.
So
Yikes. Have you never stolen before?
Do you want us to do Lady and the Tramp? Okay, we don't have straws. Let's have straws. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, I've never done this with anyone before.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It must be love, love, love. Mm-mm. While you're looking into my eyes proper.
And to quote Davido, when I look into your eyes, all I see is what? You're slit. Bye.
Give me my drink back.
I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next episode. Hey, Oliver, oh God.
Guess who's back? Back again. Living my life like it's
Golden.
We didn't do a sync clap. That was a bad sync clap. You ready?
Yes.
Cheers. With your lambas. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so let's do a vocal warm-up.
Julia, you okay?
Big love, yeah?
Exactly. They said the Gen Z one is another, but again, it's beyond me. It's beyond me.